Brings up first and 10, ball at midfield as Talia once again in the shotgun. He has trips off to the near side this time, as I believe he waits a snap from center. He goes back to pass. He looks, screen pass. Atimalala gets the outside. He makes one tackle, gets on to the 40, the 35, the 30-yard line. Making the pushing out of bounds is number 3, Ola Aina, making the stop.
We saw this play a couple plays ago that went incomplete. Again, they decided to go with a little screen this time. Gets around Dominic, I believe. Not until you get a first down till finally a Punahou defender pushes him out of bounds.
Balatia was the one that was pushed him out of bounds, and that will bring up first and 10, ball at the Punahou 31-yard line. Tagovailoa has an empty backfield once again. He's in the shotgun, and we're going to get offsides as number 8, Mr. Siku Turaga, jumps offsides. And here's the call.
Encroachment defense, number 8, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Miki Turaga just got a little anxious there as he basically said, I'm coming to get you. But unfortunately, he gave Kapolei a 5-yard gift, Ryan, as the ball is set at the 26-yard line. First and 5, ball at the 26-yard line as Talia once again empty backfield in the shotgun, waiting to snap from center. Talia waits to snap, goes back to pass, he fires it, and intended for Serrano, but unfortunately falls incomplete as the ball, I guess, was a little too high there.
Yeah, I don't think Serrano was ready, but Punahou did have the coverage there on Tagovailoa, and Kapolei's lucky to escape there without getting the ball picked off.
You gotta like the momentum that Kapolei has as they're coming down the stretch here. They got 7:38 remaining here, and if they do score, perhaps they're gonna make it a 2-score affair that for Punahou. And let's see what they can do here. Second and 5, ball at the 26-yard line. Again, Tagovailoa hands the ball off. I believe gets up to the 21-yard line. I believe that was White Perret. No, that's Atimalala on the carry.
Yep, we'll check it out here in the replay here. Mokia Atimalala here, the star of the second half. He's very shifty, and he's giving fits here to the bigger Punahou defenders.
Absolutely, as it brings up first and 10. Ball at the Buffalo Blue 21-yard line. Kapolei up 26-21. 7:17 remains here in the game. As Tagovailoa again has an empty backfield. Soroto is up to the far side as Tagovailoa waits to snap from center. He goes back to pass. He looks for Serrano's direction, but it's caught by number 15, and Mr. Renan, Alvis Renan, gives him a big first down at about the 4-yard line. 17-yard reception.
Yep, Tagovailoa here again, perfect placement on the pass here. He knows that the safety help is too far away. He feels that he can throw a lead pass over Makaula. They do that with the very dependable Alvarez Renan on the play.
It gives Tagovailoa a first and goal, ball at the 4-yard line. 6:54 remains here in the game as he brings his Hurricanes up to the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield once again. He waits to stop from center. Goes back to pass. He races out, and the turnout man, he fires it. It's caught, and like that, touchdown once again. And guess who? Serrano, 4-yard touchdown reception. And Kapolei now has a 32-21 lead, barring the extra point. Oh my goodness, Ryan.
Let's check it out in the replay, and this is a performance for the ages here. We talked about Tua Tagovailoa, about his storied career, but I think a star has been born here tonight. Talia Tagovailoa, Philip Serrano, 4 touchdowns between both of them. Just simply amazing. Ready to pull out the upset.
And the kick by Richie is up, and it's good. And like that, Kapolei has a 33-21 lead. And oh my goodness, as Kaliane is looking to find answers as star quarterback Nick Kapolei has been out for most of the second half here as the Buffalo Blue come back for the next possession. Ryan, Kaliane, what does he tell his team coming back into the field?
You know, Punahou has rarely trailed, if anything, you know, for the exception of St. Louis matchup number 1. And this is a very unfamiliar territory. I don't know what's going on with Nick Kapolei. Stephen Barber has done admirably, but their offense will need to get a quick strike. 2 scores here under 7 minutes here. And they do have the weapons. There's no doubt about it. There's no better receiving core in the 808, probably in the generation, than this Punahou crew right now.
Absolutely. As Tanner Ritchie leads his Hurricanes back onto the field, going to kick the ball off to the Buffalo Blue, 33-21. Again, the long layoff for Punahou, perhaps a factor here in the second half, as it shows signs of rust. Maybe. And we'll see what Kaliani can do, because he is the matriarch of the Buffalo Blue, and he has come back from deficits like this before. And let's see what they can do. Tanner Ritchie set to do the kickoff. He kicks the ball from the 40-yard line. High kick, short. Ball is fielded at the 10-yard line and gets up to the 25. And that gets down to the just short of the 30-yard line. Balatia returns it just short of the 30-yard line.
Check it out here on the replay. Again, Kapolei, they're fired up here. They know that it takes one more defensive stop, one more tackle, and special teams will be here to get closer to that upset. And let's see what Punahou does here on offense, Rob.
Stephen Barber does indeed remain the quarterback as he comes and leads his Buffalo Blue back into the field. 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line, and trips off to the far side this time. And Kapolei is showing blitz as they jump off sides, and Kapolei, they just gave him a 5-yard gift there. Let's wait for the referee's call.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense number 25, 5-yard penalty.
And just when you think that Kapolei gave him a 5-yard gift, Punahou gets it with a 5-yard false start penalty. And that sets the ball back at the 25-yard line. Brings up 1st and 15, ball at the 25-yard line. As Coach Kaliani is standing at the 25-yard line, and I think he's very, very upset right now, and he's telling the referees that, hey, my guys didn't start. You know, they didn't do the false start. You got 2 Kapolei defenders jumping off sides, and he's trying to tell the referees, hey, you know what? I have a Christmas party. I want to invite you, but unfortunately, I think his pleas are not to naught. As here the call once
Correction,
again.
player 1 in motion. It was encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
And guess what? As I think Kaliani's invitation to Mr. Fuentes is paying off, as Kapolei gets hit with the 5-yard penalty, and Darren Fernandez says, I'm taking the referee off the Christmas party list there. 1st and 5, ball at the 35-yard line. Stephen Barber in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. He fires it down the field, intended for Keala Martinson, but unfortunately, Martinson didn't turn around as the ball falls incomplete.
Check it out here on the replay. This was miscommunication between Barber and then Martinson on that play. That's basically what it was.
2nd and 5, ball spotted at the 35-yard line of Punahou. Barber in the shotgun, trips off to the near side this time. Martinson to the far side. Barber rolls out. He pitches it out to Nawahine. Nawahine gets it up to about the 45-yard line. They needed 5, Ryan. They got 10. And that should give him a 1st down as we check it out here once again.
This is Barber's, ability to scramble here, lengthen the play when there's pressure. And that's a great pass there to Nawahine.
1st and 1 bank, 1st down. 6:23 remains here in the game. Kapolei up 33-21. Again, ball is caught by Martinson. Martinson has it maybe to the 47-yard line.
Good job there by Kapolei, just playing blanket coverage over there. They have different umbrellas on defense, trying to keep everything in front of them.
Martinson showing some pain there as he goes off the field there. Big loss if Martinson can't come back in. 2nd and 8, ball at the 47-yard line. Barber in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. He looks. He rolls out to his right. He looks for an open man. He has Takayama wide open, and he catches it. They're saying incomplete as the ball gets caught on the Yellow Stadium turf.
Check it out here on the replay. Barber here does his best when he's outside the pocket, but didn't really get a good footing on the throw. And short hops Takayama.
Kalani Segovia covering on that play for the Hurricanes. So now it brings up 3rd and 8, ball at the 47-yard line as There, the Buffalo Blue has an empty backfield. Quadruple receivers off to the near side. And we're going to have movement on Punahou's offensive line. That will set him back 5 yards.
False start, offense, number 57. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Big number 57 guilty of the false start penalty. And that is Maka guilty of the infraction. Ball is now spotted at the 42-yard line, 3rd and 13, as Stephen Barber has it again. Empty backfield, quadruple receivers off to the near side of the field. And we wait to snap. Barber back to pass. He rolls out. He gets out of one, and he's racing for his life there. And he just gets leveled there as big number 92 for Kapolei, and that is Punahou making the hit on that play.
Yeah, Barber here, not good to take the sack here, but he's just trying his best to make a big play. When you got someone like Myron Tagovailoa Almosa breathing down, Dylan Naehu finishes up. It's that front four for Kapolei that has done all the difference here.
21 yards on that sack for Naehu, and Barber unfortunately sets his Buffalo Blue back at the 21-yard line. Time is the enemy now of the Buffalo Blue as Kaleani decides to sit on his punting unit. 4th and 34, ball at the 21-yard line. Barber has been pretty much doing all right, but Kaleani's going to kick the ball. And I think Punahou's going to call a timeout here with 5:30 remaining here. And we're going to take a quick break with Kapolei up 33-21. We'll be right back.
Calling all seniors and their high schools. Since 2005, HMSA has honored schools and students dedicated to health, learning, and community service with our Kaimana Awards and Scholarship Program. We're looking for schools that represent Hawaii's best in academics, athletics, community service, healthy activities, and sportsmanship. We're also looking for well-rounded students who shine in the classroom, on the playing field, and in the community. Apply for HMSA's Kaimana Awards and Scholarships today at hmsa.com/kaimana.
We want Hawaii's best scholar athletes. Think you or your school makes the grade? Apply today at hmsa.com/kaimana.
Welcome back here to Hawaiian Tail Frederick Union Field at Aloha Stadium. I'm Robert Rabideau bringing you the last 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here as Kapolei has a 33-21 lead. And I believe that Kaleani decides to go for it as 2 scores down. They need to go for it. And I'm looking for a Hail Mary maybe to Takayama or Martinson maybe. And there you can see Barber going back. He fires it. He throws it down up for grabs. And it's caught, I believe, at the 33-yard line. And just as I called it, Ryan, they got the needed first down as Kaleani rolled the dice and he came up gold there as we check it out here once again.
My goodness. Barber here threw a very optimistic pass here. It was definitely a Hail Mary jump ball situation and give it to the basketball player. 6'2", 195 pounds. He's already been on ESPN. They needed 40 on that play. Unreal.
Barber back to pass. He fires it down the field once again. And Martinson almost had it. He knows he could have had it, but unfortunately the ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, he had the step. I thought that was in his paws right there.
He even threw his hands up at the end, knowing that he could have got it as we check it out here once again.
Barber, again, he knows who the hot hand here is here. Well, he got ran out of bounds anyway. Wouldn't have mattered.
Well, that brings up 2nd and 10, ball at the 33-yard line as Kapolei, as 5 remains here with Kapolei up 33-21. Barber back to pass. He rolls out, and he fires it, and almost caught. And Judd Cockett knows that he had a goal line there, but unfortunately the ball falls incomplete.
Unbelievable. Barber, everyone's telling him to throw away the ball here, but look how strong he is. Naehu's hanging on him, absorbs the hit. Ooh, Judd Cockett, he's usually Mr. Dependable. He probably should have wanted that one again.
Kekua MZ was providing coverage on the play. 3rd and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. Barber once again in the shotgun. He has trips off to the near side. Barber goes out to his right. He looks. He fires it down. He has an open man. And unfortunately, it falls incomplete as Cockett again had the step on his defender, but it brings up 4th down.
Yep, he went with the hot hand Martinson again here, and just a little bit too overthrown there with Berg providing coverage. And Martinson is gassed. I don't think he's going to be in here for the 4th down play. He's absolutely gassed.
He's literally had to run for his life there as Kylie Island's going to roll the dice yet again. 4th and 10, ball at the Kapolei 33-yard line. 4:49 remains here in the game. As the stadium is literally rocking and rolling. Barber looks. He races out. Trying to find an open man. And he is finally dropped at the 47-yard line. And turns the ball over to Kapolei on down. And I think Barber is a little injured there as he comes off the field there.
Check it out here on the replay, and Barber, try as he might, we saw him get away a pass with Naehu on him. This time it was Myron Tagovailoa Amosa before the rest of the crew came in to converge. Again, a tremendous job by the Kapolei defense, especially their defensive line.
As a result of the sack, it's a 19-yard loss, and the Hurricanes will have it with 4:36 remaining here. I'm just interested to note that Punahou has only 2 timeouts remaining here. Down 2 scorers. They need a big defensive stop on this possession for Kapolei. Tagovailoa has it. 1st and 10, ball at the Punahou 48-yard line. Again in the shotgun. Wyatt Perez is lone setback. Ball is handed off. I believe that is number 5. That's Rosa. Rosa has it up to maybe about the 49-yard line. Loss of 1 on that play. As Darren Hernandez is quick to keep it on the ground. Motuapuaka in on the stop there. Brings up 2nd and 10 as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ball again at the 48-yard line. Again, time is the enemy now of the Buffalo Blue, as Kapolei is not going to rush at it. Tagovailoa brings his team up to the line. 2nd and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Ball once again handed off to Rosa. Rosa has it up to and the ball falls out, and Rosa falls down at the 38-yard line. Brian, he needed 10. He got the 10.
Yeah, that was very close to the 1st down, and everyone thought he was bottled up, but Rosa just kept the legs moving here. Check this out here. Punahou is looking for the strip anyway, but Rosa just breaks out, and the turf monster got him, but at least he landed inbounds if you're a Kapolei fan.
June Jones was just talking to his star quarterback, Tagovailoa. He was standing out there at the 48-yard line, gives a play for Tagovailoa, and I think we may have a equipment timeout as referee Mayor Fuentes is looking at the Kapolei player. And I think, he has it fixed, and let's play. 1st and 10, ball at the Punahou 38-yard line. What did June Jones tell his star quarterback right now?
Basically is just to be mindful of the ball here. Hold on to that rock.
1st and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. Tagovailoa in the shotgun. We have Rosa the lone setback. Waits to stop from center. Ball is handed out to Rosa. Rosa breaks to the outside. Gets it down to about the 36-yard line. Gain of 2 on that play for Rosa. As we check it out here once again, Ryan.
Yep, again, they go with Tampa right on this play here. Good job by Olaina there, able to upend Rosa. Interesting that Punahou has not called one of their 2 timeouts yet.
Absolutely, as June Jones once again comes out and he calls in the play. 2nd and 8, ball at the 36-yard line. 2:49 remains here in the game. Punahou does have their 2 timeouts, but they're going to save it as Taulia has his team up to the line. 2nd and 8, ball at the 36. Again, the ball is handed off to Rosa. Rosa gets to the outside 35. He gets down to the 31-yard line. Gets pushed out of bounds. We're going to have a late flag on Louis foul. Perhaps maybe personal foul, maybe on Punahou. But we have some action on Kapolei. Let's see what the penalty is.
You see here on the replay, Rosa just a tremendous running here tonight. And he kept in bounds. But that flag came in way late from the back judge. And I know there was some extracurriculars between John Cansana and some of the Punahou players.
Personal foul, defense number 9. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Well, Kaliani was looking for, I guess, a break. He did not get it as his Buffalo Blue gets hit with a 15-yard personal foul penalty. And this pretty much should seal it for Kapolei, as the ball is now spotted at the 16-yard line. And I'm just going to go ahead and ask you the question. I'm looking to next week. Kapolei, Kahuku, who wins that game?
Well, Kahuku's a prohibitive favorite, but what I'm seeing from Kapolei tonight, I think is going to send some concern here for Vaitata as far as what kind of adjustments they need to do for their defense.
And Kahuku hasn't played Kapolei all year, so that should be an interesting game. Tagovailoa once again has it in the shotgun. 1st and 10. We have Rosa the lone setback. 3 wide receiver set. Ball is handed out to Rosa. Rosa gets it up to maybe about the 15-yard line. Gain of 1 on that play. 1:58 remains here in the game. And we're going to have some extracurricular pushing and shoving there.
Looks like there was a fumble.
And Kapolei will maintain possession. As we're saying that, Tagovailoa, perhaps maybe he'll have his eventual championship matchup with Big Brother, maybe in the championship game, as a possible Kapolei St. Louis dream matchup. I would love to see that, Brian.
Yeah, that would be nice. But I think the big matchup, next Friday at, the primetime game between Kahuku, who has not lost to anyone from Hawaii in a couple years, it's going to be huge.
And the ball this time handed up to Atimalala. Atimalala gets up to just short of the 14, maybe the 13-yard line. Gain of 2 on that play for Atimalala.
Check it out here on the replay. And he's just been huge. Mokia Atimalala running inside, going around the edge. He has done it all in that slot back position here for Kapolei.
It brings up gain of 3 for Atimalala in the play. It brings up 3rd and 7, ball at the 13-yard line. Tagovailoa not in a rush to snap the ball as 8 seconds remains on the play clock. And unfortunately, Punahou just gave him another 5-yard gift as Miki Sukuturaga jumps off sides.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right.
That pretty much should seal it, as that gives, I guess, the ball will be set at the 8-yard line. 3rd and 2. Punahou desperately needs to stop here. And it's interesting to know, like you said, that Punahou did not take their timeouts, as they have 2 timeouts remaining here. 34 seconds remain as Kapolei not in a hurry to rush it, as Kaliani, I think he's just happy to let Kapolei advance to the next round. Tagovailoa has it, 2 seconds remaining on the play clock. Just snaps it, and ball, Atimalala gets it, and there's a fumble, and let's see who gets it. And Punahou ball with 11 seconds remaining. Well, with 11 seconds, we literally need big Hail Mary calls for Punahou. As Punahou will have it 1st and 10, ball at the 2-yard line. And Ryan, this should be, I don't know, as I said, Kaliani, I guess he's ready to just give it up to Kapolei and let Darren Hernandez take on Babai Tata next week.
Yeah, and even more amazing here in today's matchups, we had 2 upsets here. I think 2 of the teams that were not favored to win ends up winning here today, and that's the beauty about the playoffs.
That's the beauty of the open division. Any team can win. This is the best of the best. Barber passes it down. It is caught as we're going to have some trickery as Wyatt Nawahine, and 78 has it, and unfortunately he just gets dropped there, and that will be the end of the game. And we're going to have some late pushing and shoving, but pretty much this game is over with Kapolei winning 33-21, and they will go on next week in the primetime game here Friday night at Loa Stadium. They will face the Kahuku Red Raiders as Coach Darren Hernandez tells his players to come over, and they will have the victory over the Punahou Buff and Blue.
Yeah, hard-fought victory over here, and Punahou, like as you mentioned before, Rob, who has not played for several weeks leading up to this matchup. Kapolei just coming off of their victory against Waianae last week. Kapolei definitely looked a fresher team, but what impressed me was the offensive line protecting Tagovailoa and the defensive front 4 putting pressure on the Punahou quarterbacks.
Absolutely, and Jumbotron Crew provided great coverage for tonight's action, as this pretty much has been a great game overall. As there you take a look at Kapolei just getting the accolades there, as they deserve this big victory there, and they go into Kahuku with a big game next Friday night here at Loa Stadium. And for Ryan Nagano, my color person, Chaz Mihar, my floor director, I'm Robert Rabidou, and we're going to keep it here, and we're just going to talk a little bit more as pretty much as expected. This is a high-powered both offenses, and pretty much Kahuku is going to have their hands full with the 40-touchdown Talia Tagovailoa in next week's action here at Loa Stadium, Ryan.
Yeah, a lot to look forward to. But, I'll be remiss if I don't, give props over to the Punahou Buff and Blue this season, who was around number 2 or number 3 in the state, throughout the season. Class ball club. I thought they had the most weapons. They led Division 1, or actually overall in the whole state of Hawaii in passing, total offense, points scored.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here as Stadium Stars, Jumbotron Crew. Again, Ryan Nagano, Chaz Mihara. I'm Robert Rabidou. Thank you for watching, everyone. We'll be right back. We'll be back next Friday. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good night.